And there's just so much to unpack with any interaction. Big shout out to Makoto Fox for the raid, but looks like we're getting straight into our very first set. As you said, you got a cool character there. I got a cool character as well. We both have a horse in this race. Merkava versus Kaguya. Gravyjones versus Nitrobolt. Let's get right into it. Gravyjones actually representing WAS D and hoping to make it pretty far on this bracket. I know that they've been improving a lot recently with their Merkava.
Good blocks on the side switch on that 3C. You know, it's quite annoying for a lot of people because it can catch you by surprise.
Okay, we're just going to rebeat with a 2A, but yeah, great counter hit from Nitro right there with the 2A mash. Wow, that beat dive kick, but that kind of makes sense too because that second hit of the 2C has a bit of a vertical hitbox attached to it.
Yeah, it's a launcher. She needs it. And there we go. We're just ending it quickly with 63C.
Grab on wake up right here, and Gravyjones going to capitalize off that, trying to get the full combo, but that's very hard too. The timing has to be very precise to make that cancel into J214C very late. There it is. Yeah, you see the dash C coming in, and that gives you plenty of time to go for that 236C and a fantastic reversal option because it travels so far horizontally.
Yeah, unfortunately Nitro wasn't able to convert off that 2B2. It can be a little awkward sometimes getting that second hit when you're not ready for it.
And a great opening for Gravyjones right here. Not going for the optimal, which is okay because we can get the worm setup right here, 2-2C, and there's the flight. Okay, great block on the overhead, but couldn't block the low right after, and we're just going to juice that damage as much as possible. But the worms can be a bit weird as you see that drop right there. It makes it very tricky to combo off of if you're not quite ready for where they launch, how high they launch. But Gravyjones, it does not matter for them because they get the perfect right there, beating Nitro in game number 1, and so far things are running very smoothly, which is good to see. But it looks like we're getting right back into things as we get into game number 2.
Yeah, definitely can't, if you're Nitro, can't let this affect anything. I mean, it's Merkava. There's a lot of setups, and Kaguya can't really just do defense options against this character without, you know, not having any meterless reversal and 623C not being the biggest in the worlds.
Yeah, it does help a lot, especially because it can help a lot in certain situations, especially in 3C mix-ups that Gravyjones might want to go for, or for Flight Oki if he gets a little too high because it has a very high vertical reach, obviously. But Nitro will not be needing to use a reversal right here because they find a combo here in the corner, get the setup, gets the bombs. Oh no, that is horrible through. Here, and they're going for something very simple. Guaranteed damage, guaranteed knockdown, a solid JC hits, and Gravyjones is ready to convert and ready for that side swap as well. Going to build up some meter along with it and going to get enough for that 2-2C. Trying to go for the safe jump setup, but the 6-2-3C coming out on Gravyjones, trying to press a button, probably a 2A attempt.
Yeah, can't meaty Kaguya. You can get too comfortable meatying Kaguya because you know she doesn't have an actual reversal. But once she gets that 100 meter, you got to be a little more careful, especially when you're just 1 DPs away from death.
2-2C setup once again, and yeah, there's the 2A coming down, going for that low instead of the overhead. Yeah, and there you go. Nitro not going to bite this time on 2CC, which is punishable if not canceled, but Gravyjones is doing something very smart where he goes into that 6-2-3A, which is plus on block, so it's a great pressure reset if you end up going for something committal like 2CC.
Well, yeah, you see Nitro here trying to fish out with 6-6C. Unfortunately, Gravy's just content to just sit there up top and fly over it and don't need to interact.
Yeah, he's also very content with just sitting back as well and shielding a lot of these lasers. Basically just free grid being given to him. And I also like how Gravyjones is taking control of neutral right here, because Nitro is trying to use a lot of these lasers, which have great horizontal reach being hit scanned. But the thing is, they have a low reach as well. So Gravyjones can really capitalize off of that with moves like 3C, 6-6C, and Flight as well with the fireballs.
Speaking of 3C, that's twice now Nitro's anti-aired with 3C. But unfortunately, that combo does not like to exist after it. 3C is not meant to be an anti-air button.
Yeah, it's not meant to be an anti-air button, but it definitely is useful. It's useful in certain situations to be used as one. Normally, you think of 4B as Merkava's anti-air, but 3C does have that rising hitbox that not a lot of people really think of. And it's really effective, especially in the mirror, where Merkava can 3C your 3C on reaction. And it's really crazy stuff. But great job to Gravyjones moving on into round 2, winning those 2 games in a row to take that set over Nitro.